What's up, everyone? All right, well, I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that there's a pretty big announcement tonight from Suretrader, and you can see this right on my screen, and I'll read it to you guys. So it says, business change announcement. Dear clients, we would like to advise that without written notice and reason, our clearing broker has recently changed the terms of our relationship. In light of this, there will be changes to your trading account. Please take note of the following announcements relating to your Suretrader account. You'll have two options relating to your trading account with us. Unless opted out, your account will automatically be transferred to a new broker called F1 Trade on Monday, November 8th, and you will need to agree to their client terms and conditions. F1 Trade is a stock CFD broker. Those of you guys that don't know about CFDs, we'll talk about those in a second. That offer very similar products and services to Suretrader, including the DAS platform for a seamless transition. Okay. And B, if you choose to opt out of transferring your account, you'll be required to withdraw the entire account balance by bank wire instructions in the name of your Suretrader account. On Monday, November 4th, all clients will be placed on closing only transactions. So that means you can only close the orders that you have. You can't take any new trades. If you have open positions, you will have until Friday, November 8th, to close out these positions in your account. Suretrader reserves the right to liquidate those positions and credit the proceeds of the liquidation to your account before transferring to F1 Trade unless you've opted out. In that case, you'll be required to withdraw the entire balance of your account. So, this doesn't change anything for me. As you guys know, I traded with Suretrader at the very beginning of my $583 account challenge. When I did my first account challenge back in January 2017, I started with $583 and grew the account to over $1 million. You can see right here, this is my audited statements for that challenge by Citron Cooperman. So during this period, for the first, I guess it was right around here, January and through February, I traded at Suretrader. And then as soon as I made enough money to move my money out of there, I moved it out of there. And I started trading with U.S. brokers. So, and I haven't been recommending Suretrader for a long time. And the reason is because of the price. So shortly after I started my small account challenge in January of 2017, I started getting emails from people that said, "Hey Ross, have you seen the new commission structure at Suretrader?" So when I was trading there, the commission was $4.95 per trade up to 10,000 shares. And I had some small ECN fees, but that was it. So, I was able to trade pretty aggressively and I was able to grow the account pretty quickly. Now, shortly after I started my small account challenge, for whatever reason, I don't know, I guess to make more money, but I don't know, they changed their commission structure to 0.001 per share, with a minimum trade of $5. 0.001, guys, that sounds like, oh, that's not a lot. It's a penny per share. So 1,000 shares times 0.001, that equals $10 to buy. And it would take another $10 to sell. So that was a huge hike on the commission. And as soon as that happened, I stopped recommending Suretrader. And you guys can comment below. You guys can, those of you watching this live, I'll leave a link below in the description to the small account broker that I would currently recommend. And some of you guys, you sort of have two choices. You can either, if you're with Suretrader right now, as a U.S. resident, you're not allowed to trade CFDs. So CFDs, contract for difference, U.S. residents aren't allowed to trade them. So on stocks, so that's simply not going to work. You know, I would probably not do. So you guys sort of have two choices. You leave Suretrader, and then you can either open an account with like TD Ameritrade, or you can open an account with E-Trade and, you know, trade below the PDT level, right? That would certainly be an option. Or you can open an account with one of the other below PDT firms that are in the Caribbean. There's a couple articles, you guys can look them up on the what was it? I just had it up here a minute ago. The Tribune, which is a newspaper in the Bahamas, and they had some articles. They had one on March 8th, 2019, where they talked about the challenges that Suretrader was facing. They talked, let's see, there's a quote in here. So there's a quote that he said, quote, "The latest incident happened on February 7th, 2019, when the Bank of Montreal issued a letter to Mint broker executives informing them that it was ending our banking relationship with the broker-dealer. It has been determined," this is a quote from the bank, "that your personal and or business activities fall outside our risk appetite, and therefore we do not have an appropriate basis to maintain a banking relationship. As a result, we ask that you close your accounts by March 7th, 2019. After that time, we will cease to operate these accounts." So, you know, I think you guys who have done some research, you can kind of see that there's a pretty colorful history around Suretrader, and you know, you guys can read about that yourselves, but I don't know if what's happening with Suretrader is an issue specific to Suretrader, or if it's an issue specific to all brokers that don't enforce the PDT rule. But as of right now, it appears to be specific to Suretrader. So yeah, there are other brokers that that traders have been using for small accounts for quite a while, and they've been lower commission, and they, you know, have been fine. So yeah, I think this is just you know, it's a big deal though, because some of you guys have accounts with Suretrader, and you're gonna have to, well, you've got two choices, right? You either move to F1 trade, and I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll accept U.S. traders. I'm not really sure. I would think that they can. You know, if I could trade CFDs, I would, because you get no slippage. That's the nice thing. But it's almost like paper trading. And the broker, you know, kind of, it's like, and I think that's one of the reasons that they're not allowed. So I don't know anything about this broker. I've never heard of them before, not once in my life. But I do know that we're not allowed to trade CFDs as U.S. residents. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. And then, of course, if you close your account, then you have to decide, you know, all right, do you open an account with one of the other small account brokers, or do you go and just deal with trading below the PDT level at, you know, something like, you know, TD Ameritrade or whatever. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Those of you guys who are watching this live, I figured I would just come on here and announce this live instead of taking the time of recording a video, because this is going to affect you guys on Monday. You know, Monday morning, you're going to be closing only positions if you're at Suretrader. So, you know, I mean, I've certainly talked about this risk for a while, and one of the strategies that I had when trading with an offshore broker was to take money out of the account on a regular basis, so I was never leaving a large balance sitting in that account. just in case something like this happened. Of course, it says that, you'll get your money wired back to you. So that, everyone should be fine there. But with thousands of accounts getting closed all at once, I don't know how fast that money will come out. When I was doing my small account challenge back here, and I can go, let's see. So this was the very beginning of my challenge. Let me just jump over here to my 2017 earnings statements. So my 2017 earnings statements up here, and I'm just going to scroll down. So from January 1st until February 6th, I was trading at Suretrader, and I made a total of $41,000 when I was trading there. So from $583 to $42,024 trading days. Not bad, right? And, again, this is all fully audited. So as soon as I had made enough money there, I closed out that account, and that was it. I haven't looked back. But these are my statements from, it was called Swiss America at the time. I think now they're called Mint. Mint Broker International. So yeah, I don't know. I could try to click the transfer button and see what that means, but I don't actually intend to. I would just be curious whether or not they actually transfer me. So yeah, it's an interesting thing for sure. So this is kind of my thought in terms of trading below the PDT level. If you want to grow an account quickly and you're day trading, the fastest way to quickly grow an account is by day trading. If you're limited to trading only 3 times a week, it doesn't mean that you can't take $583 and turn it into $100 grand, but you're not going to do it in 45 days. It's just not possible because you can't turn the money fast enough to grow the account as quickly as you'd want to. So, if you're limited to 3 trades a week, then, essentially I was taking an average during this challenge of 3 trades a day. So I was taking 15 trades a week. So I was trading 5 times as often. So I would just say multiply 45 times 5, and you're looking at 225 days to take an account from $583 to $100 grand. Potentially. And that's honestly being optimistic, because I think trading only 3 times a week would also psychologically slow you down, because you'd miss great opportunities and you get really frustrated about it, and then you'd overcompensate on the next trade, and it would just create some emotional roller coasters. But anyways, that's that's kind of what I wanted to come on here and just let you guys know about. I haven't heard anything from any of the other small account brokers that I know my students have used, and I've reached out to them. So they said, yeah, this is, we don't know what's going on, but it's isolated to them because they're doing fine. So for those of you guys that aren't totally clear on how the clearing firm works, so a broker, these are introducing brokers. And so an introducing broker, they're the ones that take your, open an account for you, take the deposit for you, but all of your trades, they clear with the clearing firm, which is like a bank for brokers. So every introducing broker needs a clearing firm. And a couple of clearing firms that, let's see. So when I was doing my Suretrader challenge, let's see. I think the clearing firm might have been Apex. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was Apex or if it was someone else. But with Lightspeed, my clearing firm is Wedbush. For a while, I had a clearing firm with Core Clearing. Apex, Core Clearing, and Wedbush are the 3 that I'm familiar with off the top of my head, because they're ones that were part of this small account challenge. So if you have so if you're a broker, you need to have a clearing firm. It's like you need to have a bank. You need to have someone who's processing the trades. So the fact that they said that that the clearing firm has recently changed the terms of our relationship, that was that. So I do feel bad for those of you guys that are going to be stuck for a period of time, just because it may take a couple weeks for you to get your money out. Oh, and that's what I was going to say. That's what I forgot to mention. That's why I actually looked at this. But it took I think it was 14 days when I did my wire transfer for the money to come out of my account, or for it to arrive at my new account. It was like 10 days or maybe 12 days. I don't remember. But and that was during kind of regular course of business. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know when you guys see those wires hit your account. Maybe they'll be really fast. That would make it nice, so you guys could just kind of get back to trading. But yeah, I logged into the Suretrader account. I got an email from a student that had logged in and saw this business change announcement, and they're like, "Ross, is that for real?" So I came over here. I logged in my account, PFS00765. That's the same one that you can see here. I can just copy image location. So I don't know, this isn't the highest quality image, but in any case, PFS00765, well, it's the same account number. So yeah, that's where we're at. All right, everyone. So feel free to leave questions and comments below. I have a video that I'm going to post tomorrow about interactive brokers, because I have had a number of you guys asking me whether or not I would consider trading there, and the answer is no, absolutely not. I won't use interactive brokers. I won't use E-Trade. The only broker that I would use right now would be Lightspeed if you have an account above 25,000, and I would use TD Ameritrade if you have a small account of like $500. If you're offshore, I have or international, I have recommendations or brokers that I would use if I was in that position of wanting to trade below the PDT level, or wanting to trade if I was international. So you guys can check out the links below for that stuff. All right, so that's it for me. I hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. Hopefully this doesn't mess up your plans too much, and I will see you all first thing on Monday morning. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.